Titan, and they are a handful. You guys look like fun, though.
Okay, which one's the husband? Which one's the wife?
What?
What?
Wait. Oh, they're not married. Okay. Oh, that's
What?
why they have the same
No.
last name. They're related, not because that makes so much more sense. This is my
Rude.
zero in academics, guys.
Rude.
You would think
Jack-
even you would be.
This is my idea, brother Damien.
Jack, did you get that button unstuck?
New
gosh,
San
I'm
Francisco,
looking
by the way?
amazing.
Oh, San Diego, San Francisco. I don't even know. It could be LA. It could be us for all I know.
Oh shit,
By
hold
the
on.
way, a lot of this nature of this game is that anyone who answers basically gets to a established canon. So what side are we at? Where are we at? Are we in the U.S.? Are we somewhere away from the U.S.?
We're in the U.S.
Okay, we're in the U.S. It's the 80s. What state?
Utah.
Where would this base be located?
SCP Foundation has bases all over the world and in every, conceivably larger and smaller ones. So basically, think of anywhere a military base could be located, either like Archer style within the midst of a city, like in a laundromat, or more like Area 51 in the middle of a desert, like a nuke test site.
I think it's in
Jacksonville.
town.
Florida. Oh my gosh, we're gonna find some crazy shit down here. It's
down-
Florida in the 80s. Dear God, drugs. Oh my God.
Exactly.
We're in
Yes.
Florida in the 80s, and we're all alive. Let's first thank Jesus for that.
Wow.
Second, yes, it being the 80s in Florida.
Any objections to the 80s in Florida?
I have no
I
problem.
have zero
with that.
objections. This is one state
No.
south of where I grew up.
Well, this
I-
just sounds like so much fun.
I mean, one thing I say besides God bless America, God bless Sunglass Hut.
Oh wow.
Anyway,
You know
anyone
what?
want
I
to get
just
like a
love
Crystal
that place. They're
Pepsi
just
and
a bit overpriced.
anyone want to get a Crystal Pepsi and go play some SNES?
I mean, sounds like a great time to me.
Stitch this place.
Gotcha. Question, Damien.
Yes.
Why the hell aren't you a Southern as you're very obviously attractive? Sorry, I'm way too old to say that to you, Southern brother. I'm 41, but I look like I'm 21. It's the whole thing.
Wait, how old are the twins?
We're 27.
20, yeah, 28, 27.
Okay, a little older than me. All right, got it.
Fitzgerald is a mom of 4, a very proud accomplishment, and almost as good as being a man. But
And I got one way. Don't you forget it.
yes, then you just might be equal. Then we can pay you the same.
Wow, really?
I mean, maybe. Who knows? Anything's possible with President Clinton.
It's not. It's going to be a couple.
This is
years.
an alternate universe where President Clinton was president for 40 years.
40 years.
It's just all saxophone music at this point.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
But yeah, well, Damien, Donna, why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown as to your whole thing besides being oddly fit for a threesome? Let's go.
Well, David and I, we grew up in New Orleans, and we've always had a touch of sensitivity when it comes to unnatural things. Now, we were hired to run a TV show about ghost hunting, essentially.
But you were hired to do a TV show. Now that's rare. Usually people make one, but having hired for a concept already existing, now that proves that you fit a role in this world. That means you are the chosen ones, possibly the best ones.
Well, we were particularly talented when it came to sensing unnatural and abnormal things. So we had quite a good run of our show, and then a couple of years ago, the foundation here contacted us because apparently we'd been getting a little too close to revealing some of the, abnormalities that we here investigate. And, well, we've been researching here for a couple of years now.
Gotcha. I've never heard of you. They just had me in Washington hoping that political meetings would go better. They switched me over to New York to get the stocks going upwards. Really, they just throw me wherever they need a little bit of extra good luck.
Sure, you heard of the show. It's called Twin Flames.
Twin Flames. It's a little bit too liberal for me, gonna be honest. But I mean, hey, Twin Flames, go flaming.
I realize now why you have probably very little friends, and the ones you do have are only there for your money. Just a prediction, just a guess.
Well, I mean, honestly, it's real easy to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. I mean, life kind of gives you what you need whenever you need it, right?
I mean, I've always found that to be true.
Exactly, God willing.
Exactly. You're just living a blessed life, Jack.
I hate this
Yeah,
here.
I mean, I can't help that I'm God's favorite idiot. At least that's what everyone says about me, but
Wow. Well, I don't think
yeah.
it's very nice of you to talk that way, but I
I mean,
understand.
nothing bad's ever happened to me, so, what can I say?
Uh, I don't know, but I'll say it for you. Eleanor just kind of crosses herself and bows her head in a very small prayer.
Jack prays, but, like, in a way that looks like he's never been to any church. He just touches his shoulders and, like, puts his hands in the air and says, Booyah.
I mean, to each
Yeah,
his own, honey.
Booyah
That's
and
great. I'm just so glad you
Donna
have
definitely
a
has
way.
definitely potential on it.
Hey, Donna, I want to tell you something. Check your back pocket.
Oh, all right. Checks my back pocket.
It's $500.
Well, thanks, I guess.
I didn't even do that. I just knew it was there. I'm gonna be honest. Everyone, look in your pockets. All of you have $500 in your pocket.
That's a
Wow.
little suspicious,
I
and I
have-
don't like it.
I didn't even do it. It just happens. Money literally fucking appears. Like, watch this, and he just grabs out of the air, and it's like 2 pennies. Okay, that one wasn't as good, but check this one, and he grabs out of the air, and it's 1 penny. Okay.
I think you should stop while you're
I
ahead.
swear, when I don't test it, it's way better. And he grabs into the air. It's $100. Third time's a charm. I tell you, people. Lucky's
Wow.
alive. I'm out, and he walks out of the room. Then he walks back in. Just forgot I'm in charge of this meeting. Okay, so let's see. We got the little twin cest psychic fest going on over here.
If you say
We
anything
got
like
the
that again,
whole-
I will punch you.
I've already done it.
I would encourage you to try. You would be lucky to hit me. I'm gonna be honest.
how
I
does
got
this?
real lucky.
I want to know how our ability, how we even work together. If I
Oh,
can
the fact
predict
that I'm lucky and you can see in the future, yeah, God knows there has to be some sort of fucking mastermind manipulator influencing all the strings, which really questions our own free will. But I wouldn't know anything about that.
I look at you and I literally see nothing. That's how concerning you are.
Oh yeah. There is absolutely no determined future for me. It is really just whatever is beneficial in the moment, which means that either there is such a thing as predestination or no such thing. Either possibility is terrifying. Anyway, guys, it looks like we got ourselves a solid squadron here. We have us, well, some have compared him to a substandard Robert Downey Jr. We have us a set of interesting little Southerners, mom of strong spirits and even stronger biceps. We have whatever the fuck you are, Clyde. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why your beard is 3 feet long if you're 20, but I admire the work ethic.
It's a fake. That's part of my stage.
So you get it from Party City.
Yes.
God bless.
I didn't, but now I did.
That's how we all do it in life, but it's how we all do it in life. But this particular squadron of elite nobles, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Patrons
They have been assembled for the following purpose. We have been called in for an investigation as to another of you and myself, if you know what I mean, Clyde. Another weirdo, another little bit of a reality bender, another little bit of a anomaly. Voldemort. Dabu.
What did you say?
Professor Waddle.
Voldemort? You say Voldemort? What's that?
I don't know. I've been thinking about. I got really drunk and landed in a ditch last night, and I was thinking about this boy named Carrie and this girl named Burjayami, and I think it's gonna be a hit.
I think we can make some changes.
Yeah. If not that, I've been really going on this series called Daragon. It's just honestly, it's been what I've really been focusing about. But I do believe it is time to get to the matter at hand.
Absolutely.
I do too.
We have had reports scattered and strange that they may be, as we all know in our line of work, regardless of how willingly or how experienced we may have come into it. There are some difficulties finding exactly when something is weird and anomalous versus when it's just a coincidence of fate. I'm sure you know that, the LaCour twins.
Indeed.
Yes. But with this particular case, we've noticed a number of strange occasions and occurrences. Has anyone in particular heard anything? Anyone who'd like to, you can roll an academics check if you'd like.
I would.
Oh, I'll
love
roll an
Yeah,
academic.
if you have any, so however many academics points you have, roll that many number of dice and tell me what you get.
I got a 6.
You told me for Donna that your academics is a 2, so roll 2d6. A 6? Okay. You've earned 2 franchise dice for the mission.
Excellent.
So I'll write that down. Before we even started, we already got franchise dice. You get to determine exactly what happens when you think of what has occurred.
Well,
So what occurred? What is one nature of this weird SCP?
oh, well, okay. So I was walking the other day, and I heard this story from a very calm, which is why I trusted him,
Mm-hmm.
a very, very calm government official.
Yeah.
Who told me about a strange light that was like hovering outside of his daughter's apartment building.
Oh, okay.
It did not seem natural, he said, and it really freaked out his daughter. She was hearing some strange sounds, and he would really like that investigated.
Becky, did you roll for that?
Yeah, I did.
You government official and strange light, both 8s?
Yeah.
Damn, girl.
6.
Oh, so shoot. Donna also recalls precise details. So yeah, in addition to that government official, if you'd like to introduce any of your own details, or if you'd like to roll from this, if you want. If you want.
Sure.
Okay, roll 2d6 4 times in a row. Tell me what you get.
As far as the highest number?
No, together.
2.
You got 2 ones.
Mhm.
Okay, that's horny,
7.
housewife,
Oh,
9.
now we're just talking about me.
haunting,
7.
So this horny housewife had a haunting in her apartment building as well.
All right.
As in addition to this government official with a strange light in his apartment. So
It
there's
was his
a horny
daughter's
housewife,
apartment that had the
a
strange
government
light.
official that have had a strange light and a haunting.
You know, I wonder if it was the same apartment.
That's what I was
Could be.
wondering.
What was the nature of this haunting?
It was strange happenings outside of an apartment building, and I think there were reports of strange lights flashing around. Could be the same one that your report heard.
It could be. It absolutely could. Well, I think we should definitely be talking to this housewife. And
In a surprising
I would
event,
love
women
to,
have been useful. It is 1983. That is a standard thing to say.
what?
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 Nothing. I didn't hear anything. Was a man speaking? I wasn't listening.
Clearly.
Sorry, I just decided to add the trait mildly sexist to Jack for some reason.
Because it's the 80s.
It's the 80s.
Because that
80s.
makes
It's the
sense.
80s.
Civil rights weren't a thing 20 years ago when I was 20. I was born in 1940. Do you think I'm gonna be fucking nice?
True.
I mean,
I'm Kenneth from 30 Rock.
Oh my god.
yikes. Well,
We
I
have
think we
a
should
horny
go.
housewife and a what was it, government official?
Oh, it was a very calm government official, which is why I trusted him.
Ugh. Calm government official. That sounds like a liar. But hey, he may just have be Lexington of a bitch like myself.
Maybe.
So we have these two accounts, same apartment building possibly. Let's check the addresses. Well, shit. Yep, 26 Forest Drive. What? Let's see. Is this occurrence within Florida or somewhere else?
Let's do it in Florida, yeah?
Gotta stay in Florida. I think we're already so excited about Florida that we have to stay here.
We're already
Oh, yeah,
so
it's
excited
definitely
to
a
stay
Florida
in Florida,
address.
like
Tragedy.
most people.
A quarter of a mile away from a Six Flags seems to be. That's a tragedy to an American treasure. These poor people in this apartment building, they cannot fully enjoy their 1,200-foot walk to a Six Flags. I think that's math.
It is now.
Sure.
Anyway, we will do all 1,200 steps needed to take down and contain this SCP, and all 1,200 of us. I'm going to be honest, it's the only number I can think of right now. I'm going to get this job done.
Wait, check
I
your
love it.
pockets.
My pockets?
Is it 1,000? Is it the number you've been saying?
He pulled out exactly $1,200, but it's all in pennies.
Oh my
See,
god.
this is our power
He
together.
falls to the floor with the weight of the copper. I'm going to be honest, I'm not even mad.
This is the power that we have together. I can predict when things are going to appear in your pocket.
May I propose something?
Yes, but 1 second. I do have to do my Buddhist business mantras. 1 second, and he goes over to the corner and starts squatting and humming.
Uh-huh.
I,
Okay. That's a new look.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little annoyed.
I hate this man.
With a passion.
So Eleanor walks around and
Donna
pulls.
looks at Damien and she's like, "Hey, brother, I don't think this guy seems like he knows what he's doing."
Oh no, not at all.
No, not at all.
I think
Okay,
I'd
I
be
don't think
better
so.
to
He's
lead.
definitely in charge. Here, while we wait for him to finish his religious practice, I made everyone lemon bars, and she pulls some Tupperware out of her bag and passes around a tray of lemon bars. They are freaking delicious.
Damien smells
Pleasant.
them, turns around and goes like, "Hey, sweet, I love lemon bars."
Oh, good, I made you
Gladly.
one too.
You know what? You're a good person, Eleanor.
Thanks, that's
Here's
so
$100.
nice. What?
Here's $100.
Oh, thanks.
He pulls it out of your pocket and gives it to you.
Oh my god.
That's so nice of you,
I don't know how to save me from this hell. Nothing has value or worth anymore. Honestly, anything can be replaced, and can't I?
Yes.
Maybe.
I think you're having an
No,
existential
actually-
crisis.
Actually,
Go ahead
no,
and continue.
you cannot be replaced.
You know what?
actually.
I'll listen to that because you're a man, and I respect you.
No, okay.
Oh, it just
So
says,
we should go research, right, and investigate.
Huh?
We need to be looking in to these strange occurrences of light.
Sure. Well, let's see. You know, we can either do on the ground field work type investigation, or we can, stay here at home base, nice and easy. Though I do think first we should allocate a number of resources to aid in our investigation. I'm proposing we go raid some of the storage lockers, see what we can scrounge up. But first, I think we need to see exactly what we can allocate. And that's going to lead us into the allocating of our franchise dice. So, here's how this game works. And let me just know, or let y'all know for those of you who are here. You have 4 checks that you generally make: academics, athletics, technology, and contact. You roll technology whenever you want to invent or get something that is nice. Like if you want to get a better pager or like a gun, you'd have to roll technology.
Gun.
If you want to talk to people or access a connection or oh, I have a buddy that lets me in here, that's contacts. If you want to fight someone hard or shoot someone good with a gun, if it's not like a technology gun, like a laser cannon or whatever, or if you want to, wrestle someone, that's athletics. And if you want to recall information or cast a spell or talk to spirits and access information unknown, that's academics. When you do those, if you're a character like me and Clyde, then you can also roll supernatural dice. You get there, Danny?
"Yeah, I just
Oh, nice!
we talked about it earlier tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I just got home from work.
Oh yeah, your stats. Sure thing. Okie dokie. Okay. So you have 9 stat dice. You have to have a minimum of 1 in each skill, of which there are 4: academics, athletics, technology, contact, and you can have a maximum of 4. That's cool. You give me 4 numbers between 1 and 4 that add up to 9, and they are split amongst academics, athletics, technology, and contact. So I believe you want it to be good at academics. So you could put a 4 in that, and then describe where your other 5 points go, which would just basically be choosing between a +2 and a +1 between contact, technology, and athletics. And the other one was a 1. Good numbers. So you have a 4 in academics? So those are the 4 stats. There are also cool points, but that only applies to me and Seer. Y'all will get those if you encounter something stressful. Yeah. So your academics is a 4, you said?
Hold on.
Okay. Athletics? Like a 1 or 2? Makes sense. Okie Gotcha. Sure thing. And I just wrote, so each character that isn't weird like me and Cadence has a trait. So for yours, I just wrote down that you're a psychic.
Yes.
So just basically, if anything ever relates to like being a psychic, or like if you can ever think of any way that you could use your psychic powers to help you in a situation, you get to add an extra dice to your skill check.
Ooh.
Got it? So like if you can ever think of a way that you can use your psychic abilities to help you in a certain situation, you get to add a dice to a skill check that you make in that situation.
Fun. Okay, cool.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, I was going to ask you about that earlier when we were talking this morning. And
Oh, you're fantastic. You're fine. You know, we can only do what we can in the moment.
yeah, and then I went to work.
Oh yeah. Hey, man, we got lives.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, we go into the next part of the thing where in the original system you assign dice as if you're a business. So you get to determine. Basically, we have cards as a group. These cards are a limited number of dice that we can expend on a check. So say that we have 5 dice on a certain card, we can expend up to 5 dice on a check that we make. So for example, say we have 5 dice in our gym card. I could use 3 dice on an athletics check to add 3 dice to help me make that check successfully. But we would only have 2 left after I use those because they are expended.
So
So
we have
these
to work as a
franchise
team
dice-
to figure out where is best to use and save them.
So yeah, you could either use them to guarantee your victories and our strengths, or to compensate for our weaknesses. But basically, here's how it works. There are 3 types of cards. There's the gym card, the library card, and the credit card. The gym card helps you make added rolls to your athletics checks. The library card helps you make added rolls to your academics checks, and the credit card helps you make added rolls to your technology checks. Any dice that we don't assign to any of those 3 categories go into the bank. Whenever you use the bank dice, you can roll on any check. However, depending on what you roll for the bank dice, something bad may happen with the rest of the dice, or something good may happen, or something neutral.
Well, that's fun.
It is. So, basically, you can assign, I'm going to say for the operation we're doing today, 10 franchise dice between your gym, credit, and library cards, and then whatever you don't use goes to your bank, which can be used at any time. And I'll let y'all decide that while you go to the restroom real quick.
So what do you guys
Alright,
think?
so what are you guys thinking?
I have no idea. I mean,
So-
it seems like athletics is our like overall pretty low.
Yes,
think.
true.
So
I think
if we
so.
want to account for that, then
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at our stats right now because Tyler has all of us on a sheet right here. Yeah, all of us have low athletics, so the gym we should probably put the largest amount of dice toward.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
agreed.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. Yeah.
And then
Sorry,
Yeah, that's
again,
all.
I'm doing a minch munch on food.
and there's how many things divided up amongst?
Library, gym, credit card.
Okay.
And they're
So-
respective, library for academics, gym for athletics, credit card for technology. And you can use them as you expend them when you use them, but they're additions to your rolls for a certain skill.
Let's do 4 for gym, 3 for library, and 3 for credit.
And then nothing for the bank.
Oh wait.
The bank you can use on contact rolls or anything else, except that you have to, depending on what you roll, you could either lose all your bank dice or gain more, or, it's a neutral expenditure.
Well, let's just do 1 for bank, and then we'll do 3 for all the other sections. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, Eleanor?
Is she alive?
Eleanor? Is your mic muted?
So sorry, I was on mute. I've been talking this whole time.
Oh, good job.
Are you
I
good
think
for each?
it's very wise to invest. But I think that the other things are going to suit us better for our purposes in what we're doing today.
So, are you good with 3 in each and then 1 in the bank?
I am. I think that's great. Although Frank would say, you should put all of your excess in the bank. But, well, I don't ever listen to that. Anyway.
Okey-dokey. Well, I wonder what we'll be taking to actually get to our location. And since I thought of it, I'm going to roll our technology dice to see what our transportation will be for this mission. I don't need to because I rolled 2 6s, which actually means that we also gain a franchise point, or 2 of them.
Excellent.
Well, all right.
We're
then.
now at 6 for the mission.
Well, that's just great. And we get to
We haven't
invest
even
those
left the base
later.
yet. So yeah, let's see. Group, what do we want to roll in?
Well, I of course have my station wagon.
So we rolled a 6, so we can take any of the Foundation resources. I just checked. One of the O5 Council actually just gave me direct permission to take the invisible hover jet if we want to.
Oh, that's great. Do you know how to fly it?
I don't, but I think it'll work out anyway.
You
I
are
really don't trust you at
pretty
all.
blessed.
I mean, no one does, but also they all do.
Well, guys, I can tell you, we will make it in one piece.
Okay,
will
that's
say-
great.
Just so you know, I am pretty good with technology. I am kind of a techie. That is one my one individual trait that the universe didn't give me.
Thank God. We should be fine.
Also, I'd like to let out of character everyone know real quick. There is a mechanic within this game called the confessional. Any points, any character can go and say, I would like to take a confessional out of character. And basically, like the Survivor or Total Drama Island, you have your character speak out of the timeline about what is happening in a particular scene. You can include details that haven't been introduced. So say, for example, right now, I was like, oh my gosh, when we were trying to decide what hover jet to take, he was just being real weird and scary. These confessionals allow you to add a characteristic to another player if this player chooses to roleplay that characteristic, they get an extra franchise dice at the end of the mission as a reward.
It's real fun. Think like reality TV show, you guys, where you're talking about what happened like in the moment.
The
And
example of
reflecting on
Total
it.
Drama Island got me, man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that got me.
That
Great show.
got me.
Exactly.
I have no idea what that is, so I'm glad
my
he's
God.
speaking to his audience.
So the fun thing is that, for example, if you say like say that we reached a dead end in research, you could take a professional to be like, I thought it was going to end there. But that's when someone real crazy came in, and let's just say, I'm glad that Donna was wearing a low-cut top that day. And then
Oh,
we flash
God.
back to the scene, and then me and Becky, as the DMs, have to improvise a situation in which those events happen. So it's your opportunity to A, say what happened in the story, and B, make a character more interesting by adding a characteristic you think would be funny to them. And if they roleplay it, the party gets more money at the end of the session.
Which is great.
Awesome.
Okay.
Love that.
So just so you know, at any point, if any of you in any scene would like to do that, you are welcome to. Just say, I'd like to do a confessional.
Awesome.
Okay, well, I'm all for taking this jet if that's the way we want to go. I don't think it'll be a problem for Jack to fly it. Please don't put me anywhere near the controls. I'll be sipping ginger ale in the back.
Donna wants to make a confessional.
Okie dokie. We pan aside. Donna sitting at the side of the hallway for her particular interview. A single cameraman with her. All the party to the rest of the group.
It's pretty obvious that Damien doesn't like this Jack fella. But we'll just have to see what happens. The man can't be that lucky after all.
What is that?
Damien has beef with how sexist you're being.
Oh, cool.
Actively
You just want
do
to
not
role play
like.
that he doesn't like.
I'm just going to play that role anyways. It's not even towards me, but I'm going to do it.
I was just gonna do that anyway.
Perfect, so now you just play it up and we're there.
Okie dokie. But yeah, we have the invisible hover jet. As always, I will drive. Male driver, we're all gonna survivor. So, everyone take your seats, buckle up, click it or ticket. Let's get headed down to 3 miles south of here. Let's hand out the Crystal Pepsi and rum.
I already hate
Oh,
this.
none for me, thanks.
The only drink on this plane is Crystal Pepsi.
Oh no.
I hate it.
And rum.
Because it's the worst.
No, it's Crystal Pepsi because it's the 80s.
Nothing
It's not new.
else.
Well, no, Crystal Pepsi came out in 92 to 94. It's
New Coke then.
It's New Coke. We have New Coke.
We got Coke.
I was gonna comment about an energy drink, but then I remembered that energy drink was only available between 1992 and 1996, so it would not count.
Exactly.
What?
So we all hop on the jet, headed down southbound, 3 miles to where we're going from. I imagine it's somewhere local in Florida.
It's like the most extra way to go 3 miles.
How smooth of a flight is this?
It's about a 3-second flight, and then we start descending again.
It's really stupid.
How smooth of a flight is this?
Oh, well, let me roll a technology roll real quick. Well, I got a 6. So I'm going to say it's bumpy as hell.
It's not smooth at all.
Jack, knowing that the people in this group don't like him already, has decided he will have a great time on this mission by taking every single bumpy airstream he can, because he knows he won't crash.
I hate it.
He's literally
I
just
hate it
testing
so
death at this
much.
point. He does a barrel roll. He does not tell you to buckle your seatbelts, and then just goes on several up and downers. You all find yourself flying out of your seats. The meal service within the middle of the flight is just going everywhere. He turns on and off the invisibility cloak while also turning on the brights on his airplane lights.
Clyde
What an
frantically,
asshole!
Perfect.
Clyde is
Ella
frantic-
was, of course, wearing her seatbelt, so she's fine, but
There
the
you go.
barf bag has definitely been used.
Oh my god.
Clyde is frantically, pulling cards and stuff out of his back pocket and looking at a bag full of rocks and just hoping to God that he makes it out alive. Because
Right at this moment, you see Jack walk up to you and say, "You're not flying the plane?" What after me? Wait, I'll be back in
I
one
hate
second.
this.
Wait, before I go, do you want a new Coke? Or do you want anything in particular? I can get you pretzels. You know, I know where they are.
Can you? I need something to take the stress out.
Yeah, sure thing. And he goes into the cockpit and he comes back out. He's like, here's the wheel. Do you want to use it? It's attached from the console.
I think this is definitely a stress roll.
Okay,
Absolutely.
everyone. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. Everyone. Okay, so how many cool points does Clyde have? Oh, sorry, I have it written down. You have 3. Clyde, you ignore the save. You were too cool for it to affect you.
You know it's gonna be fine. Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, your seer abilities let you know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Everyone else, I'm gonna need you to give me let's say 2d6. So just roll 2d6 and tell me what's the lowest of each of them.
Oh God.
Like, what's the lowest number you roll between 2d6?
Oh, 1 and
well,
1 and a 5.
Eleanor rolled a 2.
Okie dokie. So let's go first. Eleanor, you rolled a 2.
Yep.
Because of the shaking of the plane, you are frazzled. You're going to lose 2 dice from an appropriate skill or 1 dice from 2 skills. So choose 2 of your skills to lose 1 or 1 of your skills to lose 2.
Okay, well, Eleanor's gonna lose 1 in her athletics because now she's not feeling very good.
Okay.
She's a little queasy and, can't move quite as quickly.
Do you lose 1 in your contact because your speech is
She
a little
also loses 1 in contact because she's definitely puked all over herself, and people are not gonna want to hang out with that.
Okie dokie. Donna, what did you roll? Okie dokie. You either lose 2 in 1 stat or 1 in 2 stats. 2, 1, 2, 4.
I'll lose 1 or well, no, never mind. I'll lose 1.
You can lose in athletics. You can have a 0. You just fail athletics check from now on.
Yes. She's feeling weak.
Okay, she loses 1 in athletics and 1 other.
Because she's a woman.
1 for something else.
Oh, and 1 academics. Feeling a little weak and stupid.
What did Damien roll?
What was it? The lowest number between the two?
The lowest number between 2d6.
1.
Okie dokie. You have a complete and total nuclear meltdown. So you're going to lose a number of skill dice equal to the number of stress dice rolled, but it's just going to be 2, which is actually the same as rolling a 2. So you're lucky on this one.
Well, alright then.
So you have a 4 in academics, a 1 in athletics, a 3 in technology, and a 1 in contact. You have to lose 2 total. So what are you going to subtract 2 from, or 1 from each?
So we're gonna do 1 from academics and 1 from technology. Damien's fucking like pissed and annoyed extra amounts now, and he can't think straight. He's just so angry.
Oh yeah. At this point, Jack goes back to the cockpit. Is like, well, that was a fun little interlude. I think I'm gonna go back to actually turning this plane on autopilot. I've heard a lot of beeping saying we're at like 40 feet. Let me just go back and change it back to the regular.
I'm going to
and he's gonna go back
this
there.
guy.
I would invite you to try. I crave death. I can't stand it. Every knife I try to slip my wrist in breaks.
Yikes.
So at this point, Eleanor passes out.
Yeah, that's fair.
In her seat, and she will wake up after we land because, no.
Yeah, we've landed safely on the grounds, though probably not mentally safely.
No.
I'm chilling, dog.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to wake her up because she's not there.
Jack exits the cockpit, sees Eleanor asleep, and is like, "Sleeping on the job, that will not do." And then he just is going to. He's gonna go back into the stewardess area, into the back, have the curtain drawn over him for a second, and he's gonna emerge with a just say a shot of clear liquid.
Okay.
And she's gonna shove it right into her chest and press the injector.
Okay.
No idea what this does. Let's see.
Oh well. What are you rolling for that? Like, what does it do?
That's for technology. I have 3 in.
Okay.
My fucking god.
I rolled a 6.
So you get to decide.
It was adrenaline, but like it had just like a just a touch of heroin in it.
Okay.
So like you wake up with your heartbeat, but also at the same time like yeah.
You all just hear like a low, actually no, it's not low. It is a high-pitched, just screeching sound from Eleanor as she comes back to consciousness.
Welcome to the land of living, my friends. I hope you needed that. Otherwise, that may have shortened your lifespan significantly.
What the fuck did you just do?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
I
my
have
god.
no idea, but I think it worked out.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're awake though, right?
Yeah, yeah, everything's shaking.
Damien's gonna go and get her a glass of water because clearly she fucking needs it.
Oh, Jack immediately piggybacks her onto his back and starts walking her off the plane.
Oh
my god.
my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why
Oh my
wants
god.
to enter
Colors. Colors are crazy right now. Oh my god. Why is everything moving so slow and yet so fast?
Ah, that's how I feel every day of my life. It's fine, Ella. It's fine.
But, okay.
We're friends, right? We're friends. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I like you a lot, Jack. You're a very blessed person. I think you're great. What did you give me? And is it okay for my baby?
Well,
She has a baby in her.
you know, I'm gonna say with a 6, I think your baby's perfectly fine. I think it's a mother-only drug. I'm pretty sure they make those. It's the 80s, you know?
Yeah, sure. Uh-huh. Yep. 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 Yep.
Clyde wants
Yep.
to enter the confessional.
Okay. Yeah, Clyde enters the confessional.
I mean, the thing was going fine, but I genuinely didn't expect in all of my readings was for Eleanor to sporadically start punching things because of whatever was in that syringe or shot or whatever he gave her.
Eleanor, you know, it's so great to hold you in my arms as a friend.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
just to have you so close to my face.
Okay,
And, you
you
know,
need to put me down. You need to put me down. You need to put me
Okay.
down. You need to put me down.
Really? Or
Jack,
like
Jack, you need to put, and she just starts like wailing on his face. Just right, gives him a good shiner, like right across.
okay,
Nice
roll your
uppercut.
1 athletics dice.
Oh, I will.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh,
Fuck
I
him
will.
up.
All right, athletics.
Yeah.
I rolled a 5.
Let's
Okie
fucking
dokie. So everything goes well. You gain 1 franchise dice. So explain what happens.
Oh, Eleanor just clocks him right across the jaw while repeating, you need to put me down, 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 you need to put me down. And then she just starts kind of punching the air around his head because suddenly she's seeing about 3 heads and she's just trying to hit them all.
Yeah, you get knockouts on each one. He falls down, gets you on the ground, and he gets up like, oh, thank God, another microphone. I didn't feel a thing. It was great. I am so high. I have not touched anything. I don't drink water. I'm trying to starve myself, but for some reason I still find raindrops on my tongue every time I wake up. Why? God.
Eleanor reaches into her purse, pulls out a juice box, and hands it to Jack.
Thank you, I needed that.
I love that
And
you
then
just had
punches him
that
in
in
the
your
arm.
bag.
And then walks away.
You know what? I deserve that. Maybe not for a woman, but I deserve that.
I'm going to punch you now.
You know
really
what? I'll take
want
that
to
from you
punch
because you have a penis.
I have 0 athletics, so I.
Eleanor walks up and just starts like trying to open the door, and she can't get that, so she punches it too.
Through the flames?
Yeah.
Best decision ever.
Good choice.
What am I doing?
Roll athletics.
Oh. She's not actually trying to hurt it. She's just, okay, it was a 1.
Okay. You know, it's gonna be really sucky for you to bottle feed with one broken knuckle.
I was thinking the whole hand, but yeah, that's not going to be fortunate.
Yeah, you just hold your hand to yourself while going,
Son of a bitch, son of a bitch, son of a bitch, put me down.
you gave birth 4 times. You've been through this before.
I'm fine. I can handle this. I can handle this. She reaches into her bag
Mm-hmm.
and she just looks at Jack and then she says, "Not you." And then she looks at Clyde and says, "You think you could set that?"
Wait, what was that?
So her knuckle's broken. Can you set that?
Yes, I could. I think I can.
Yeah,
Wait,
roll an academics. So roll 3d6 for me and tell me what's the highest.
4. It's 4.
Is it 4? Okay, mostly positive, but 1 negative or humorous effect.
I think. I think. I think it sets like really nice, but it hurts like a bitch to like set. So I think that definitely like triggers another.
You have to break it like 3 times to get it to hit in the right place.
I think it takes a couple times, but like that pain definitely like triggers something in Eleanor for I like to think another punch at now Clyde.
Oh, definitely. She goes for your face with her already broken knuckle right after you've said it.
Can I want to dodge that shit. I've
Roll
expected.
Slide with your 0 athletics, so you automatically fail. So
I don't have a 0 athletics.
No,
I said I was
Clyde tried to
gonna-
roll athletics to punch you, but he has a 0 in it.
Oh.
So Becky, describes what happens.
So he goes to punch me, and I just like duck quickly out of the way and give him. I go to give him a jab with my broken knuckle, but then I'm like, no, not worth it, and I just like ninja roll past him. I say, too slow. You didn't see that coming, seer.
I definitely did.
Oh, we got the Mama 4 out juking you,
Oh
son!
my god.
I
Then
definitely.
Eleanor reaches into her bag and pulls out like a splint for her hand and some gauze, and she just wraps it and then puts it in a little sling and says, "Okay, I'm good to go."
Well,
You just keep
This
pulling
might have
all of
been
this
the
random shit out of your bag. I don't know how to feel about this.
well, this might have been the most eventful series of events that have happened to me since, oh, I don't know, about 2 days ago. But hey, that's saying something for me. I would recommend we get on to dealing with whatever's happening with the strange lights and the haunting in that random apartment complex about 2 miles south of Pensacola.
Sure.
And that is Pensacola, not Pepsi Cola. I was thoroughly disappointed at my last visit when they did not have the capital of Pepsi here. So on this visit, I have noticed they have evoked a new skyscraper in Pepsi's name, so I think my luck is wearing off on the city.
Right. I don't want to talk to him anymore.
I mean, that's fair, you know? Most people don't, but they end up doing it anyway.
Eleanor starts speed walking
That's fair. That's fair.
and like just like air punching just a little bit as she speed walks.
Okay. We all head over to the scene of the apartments and the mysterious hauntings and occurrences. We see, let's see who appears to us. Let me roll some d6s. Okay. Okay. You see an angry hospital worker just looking absolutely livid, saying, "It fucking, I did for the 3rd time this week. I can't have it smelling like rat ass for my perfumery. Okay, we have a very big lunch." And you know, I've just been trying to get the second thing going, and she's just like screaming at the wall.
You know, that seems reasonable.
So Eleanor's gonna walk over
Just full scrubs, just absolutely devastated.
And reach into her bag and pull out a neatly wrapped lemon bar and just hand it to her and say, honey, you look like you're having a real bad day.
Eleanor, roll me a contact. And you currently have a 2 in it, by the way.
I know. Okay.
So 2d6.
Okay, it's a 4.
Kadoki, mostly positive, 1 negative effect.
You look like you're having a real bad day. I know how that feels. And she holds out the lemon bar, but she forgets that her knuckle's broken, so she tries to hold it out with her busted hand, and she drops it.
Well, she's like, oh, don't worry, I'll pick that up. And she grabs your hand as you grab it. It's like, oh, no, don't worry, I got it. And she grips it tightly to try to get the lemon bar back.
Ow! Eleanor screams just a little bit, but resists the urge to punch her.
Well, it has just been absolutely exhausting. First I get off my 12-hour shift at the local hospital, just absolutely putting my effort in. And then I come home and all of my self-perfumed bottles have just gone spoiled. They have just absolutely, they smell like all sorts of rotten animal ass, and I can't handle that right now.
I don't blame you at all. That sounds terrible. Well, here, honey, I have some perfume. I just bought this, and it's really not my scent. I thought daisies would be nice, but this pregnancy nose is driving me nuts. And then my little ones wanted to spray it everywhere, and I had to confiscate the bottle and hide it because my oldest, Rohan, oh my lord, that boy wanted to use it every time he walked into a room, and I was just like, no, it is going to make me puke. This little one does not like the smell of perfume. So, long story short, I think it smells real nice. It's like daisies. Do you want some? I could just give it to you. You'd be doing me a favor, honestly.
It's been such a shit day. I will take it, honestly. Babe, I can't deal with this. The neighbors, they've been moving out, and they've been complaining to the board, but they haven't done anything. And we've heard weird noises. We've seen lights in the middle of the night, as if that isn't against the local code. I have looked at the penal law. They have said nothing.
Oh my goodness. Well, what? Okay, so tell me about these weird lights and the strange noises.
Oh yeah.
Tell me everything.
She proceeds to tell you an elaborate tale of the occurrence of strange lights within the early dawn hours, strange noises and smells appearing about everywhere. Odd objects seem to be inhabited by ghostly and ghastly spirits going about the night.
Eleanor tries to write it down, but her dominant hand is the one that's broken. So she tries to write it left-handed.
Yeah.
It doesn't go very well.
Donna leans over to Damien and says, bro, this seems like something that we might be particularly good at handling.
Sounds like it to me. Sounds like our type of thing.
Yeah, then get a snap. You take over for a second. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Just have to go to the restroom.
Okay.
So, we'd like to try to contact, any unnatural entities that might be in the area.
Well, I just think that sounds like a great idea. Especially if her perfume bottles are going bad and like all these lights, strange thing. I think you should definitely check it out with your superpowers.
Alright, well, let's see. Damien needs to try to create a connection with the entities, and then I will translate what he says.
Okay. So roll. Do you guys have like a special power, or is it just like I'm thinking contact for this?
In academics, and I specialize in communication. Tyler can probably explain how he planned on it functioning. as far as
Okay.
me using our abilities to connect with other entities.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically Damien is kind of like a psychic walkie-talkie as far as receiving signals. So if he rolls a high athletics check, or academic, sorry, it basically means like he's very in tune to the spirits and they tell him certain information that leads him onto the clue, which he decides what the next clue is, of course, with the style of inspectors.
Perfect. Okay. So, Ella sets you both up with more lemon cake
Much appreciated.
and says best of luck.
Well,
Okay.
thank you.
And she grabs Jack like by the arm and just walks him over and says, "We should let the twins do their thing, okay?"
Well, sometimes you gotta let the youngins do their work.
It's so true. It's so true.
Aren't you the youngest in the group besides the seer?
Yes, I am. The twins are older than me. Yes.
I am the oldest person here, and I am not used to it.
Yep.
That's supposed to make me mature. I don't think I have to be, though.
I don't think that's a word anyone would use to describe you.
Well, I take that as a
definitely
compliment.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And she just pats you on the arm
He
and
is
resists the urge
he's
to
so glad
punch
to
you.
have made a friend again.
What?
He's so glad to have made a friend again.
Oh, good.
He's so dumb, you don't even know.
I can tell. So, Damien, what did you roll on academics?
Oh, right. Sorry, I was like waiting because I was like, whatever.
I rolled 4.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
you guys remember, roll your 3d6 because you are still stressed from that roll.
Yeah.
I rolled 4, right?
A 6, a 4, and a 4.
Okay, so 6, you determine exactly what happens, and in addition, you've gained 2 franchise dice, which I've added to the list.
Okay, cool.
And you?
I rolled a 5.
A 5, you gain 1 franchise dice and also determine exactly what happens, Gene. So the two of you work together determines what you've received from the spirits about this weird haunting. What information has it revealed to you?
Well, we found out that there seems to be some sort of, how do I say it?
Damien, do you have the words?
I mean, there's definitely obviously a ghost. It's pretty freaking obvious. I've never seen anything more obvious than this. Something about a basement in one of the units.
Okay, basements. What was going on in the basement? Was it typical, things moving off of shelves, like, ghosts acting like cats? What was going on?
There were people being exhibiting strange behaviors and animals acting weirdly.
Animals and people acting strange. Huh. Well, so far we've seen lights, or heard of lights, we've heard of smells, we've heard of hauntings, we've heard of weird possessions, possibly, at least some sort of behavioral influence. Seems to be all connected to this one apartment building. Gentlemen, gentle ladies, or whatever the politically correct term for you is these days, what shall we do about this?
Well, Donna and Damien, you've talked about other things going on, but can you get in touch with the spirit that's actually upset?
Damien should be able to channel it directly, and I can translate what he said.
Yeah, with that 6, Damon, you would certainly hear at least some sort of message from some sort of presence or general aspect about this place. As you did roll a 6, you get creative control as to what that would be.
Yeah, what is wrong with it? Ask it.
Definitely something along the lines of there is a secret passage of sorts in one of the units that might lead to possibly either a body or a well of sorts that has something. That's about what I got right now.
At this point, Jack is going to take a confessional.
Okay.
We were getting along in the investigation. Everything was going fine, and I'm sure glad that Damien came through there for that prediction, because Without it, I don't know if we would have ever been prepared for what came next, especially when that random dude touched Eleanor's stomach all that time. It was a weird 15 minutes. And that's going to pop out of the confessional.
Gosh darn it.
The
Y'all are mean to
uncomfort.
animals.
So exactly what did you say again, Danny?
Just complete uncomfort.
No, for your prediction as far as what was going to happen. Or like your spirit talk.
Oh yeah, so there's like a pathway in one of, or like a secret pathway in one of the like basements in one of the units that leads to like either a hole in the floor or like something creepy or like a well that
So it looks like
may
we have
or may
to go
not
in.
have a dead body in it.
Well, looks like we have to go looking for a something that smells. If you know what I mean. And he taps his temple instead of his nose.
Oh boy. Well, now this lovely lady here said that her perfumes have been going rancid, so maybe there's something. Do you mind if we investigate your apartment?
Well, I mean, I don't think it would be any trouble. I mean, y'all seem like nice folk enough.
Oh, we sure are. So nice, and this is what we do. We make things better for folks like you.
Jack pulls out a badge. He's like, "We are with the this and that whatever branch of the government, and you will yes, and bye bye." And then he walks in.
Oh God. Well, I'm gonna go keep an eye on him, but honey, you just wait here. We'll be out in a few minutes.
Okie dokie, please keep him out of my bedroom.
Sure, you enjoy that lemon bar.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah,
All right.
roll me some. Let's see, roll me academics checks and see what you find. So actually, who's leading this investigation? We'll have them roll the academics.
Well, you went in first,
Well, yes, but Jack has a 0 in academics, so
and I'm keeping an eye on you.
exactly. I think that it's probably either you or Damien.
I have a 3 in academics.
Damien has a 3 with a stress. It's
Yeah,
4
I
regularly.
currently have a 3.
Well, I'll roll it and see what we get. I got a 6.
Perfect then.
What do you find in investigating the rancid bottles?
In investigating the rancid bottles, I find that the sink where the rancid bottles were sitting seems to have like some loose floorboards at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
like right beneath the sink. So I start kind of I just pull out of my bag. I pull out like a little file.
Mhm.
And I try to like slide it in and see if I can pry up this floorboard.
Yeah.
And I find under it a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
A ladder that looks like it leads into the basement.
Well, I mean, it seems that what Damien said was right after all. Nothing less I'd expect from a man.
I
well,
want you to shut
I
up
didn't
so
think-
much.
I mean, is it even an option at this point?
I want
don't
it to
know.
be.
From the moment I was born, I've only heard the voices say, "You are the chosen one, Damien. We will never let you fail."
That's extremely
And from then on-
narcissistic of you.
Jack.
Oh, it
Jack.
is. I had no
Yeah.
choice, and I assure you, if I could, I would throw myself out that window and land on the concrete, but nothing happens each time. It's a trampoline salesman right below. I'm trying
Eleanor
to
pushes Jack into the tunnel.
get out of here.
Eleanor pushes Jack into the tunnel.
Yeah, Jack has already started falling into a collapsing, weeping mess, so he just falls down like a bowling ball.
Perfect.
Yeah, Jack proceeds to roll down for perhaps like 40 feet before hitting some sort of sliding ledge, which leads him to an outcropping to stand on. And you hear him shout out, "I'm not dead yet, bitches!"
Unfortunately.
I didn't think you would be. Can you tell us what's down there?
Sure! Well, so... Men?
Oh boy.
I need further observance for elaboration on details. Can y'all come join me?
No.
Sure.
Y'all aren't going?
Well,
All right. Sure, send the pregnant lady. It's not like I've been through enough today.
You don't have to
climbs down the ladder.
go.
Somebody does. This is our
No,
job.
none
We're
of us
getting
have to. We can just leave him down there.
I would remind you, I have a remote control button that activates an aneurysm in each of your brains. I don't want to push it because I don't know how well the cell service works down here.
I'm sorry, what?
It's just SCP standard, nothing you have to worry about.
Eleanor climbs down the ladder.
Clyde follows.
Because
Very
guess I
carefully.
go as well.
Oh, it's great having friends slash forced business associates, isn't it, pal?
What?
Oh, you know.
I would never associate
Anyway.
with you if I didn't have to.
Well, hey, you do. And he gives you a bright white smile.
One of these days I'm going to knock your teeth in.
I would gladly welcome it. I crave pain.
By this point, we are down in the basement and caught up to Jack.
Yeah, you all see before you a wide basement with a few leaky pipes here and there, leading to some damp puddles.
Oh, they really need to call a plumber?
Yeah, you see Jack is pointing behind him. He's like, I think that's a guy. I'm not sure. And you just see kind of a rotted corpse standing on its 2 feet, staring back at you.
Cute.
Well, that's utterly horrifying.
Yeah, so
I
now
don't
you
know
roll
Jack.
2 stress dice.
What?
2 stress dice.
2?
So roll 2d6. Tell me the lowest you get at them. Caden and me are both immune to this.
Hell
You roll a 2. Okay. So you lose again 2 or 1 in each. Same thing as last time.
Actually, the lowest I rolled is a 5.
The lowest you rolled is a 5.
I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Let me look.
I'll lose both my check.
Check. Okie dokie. Gotcha. I'm just trying to scroll down. Okay, 5. No effects. You don't give a shit.
I've seen worse.
Damien,
1.
a 1.
My dice
Oh,
are
no.
not
Again.
friends with me today.
Same thing as before. So you either lose 2 and 1, or you lose 1 and 2 skills.
Oh god, okay. Just knock. I guess we'll just knock out both athletics and contact.
So, athletics, you still have 1 contact. You have 2 in it.
All
Or
right.
sorry, that's
then.
Eleanor.
Yeah, that's
Looking at Damien. Losing contact? Yeah, sure thing. I'll write it
Yeah.
down. Okie dokie. Gotcha. Yeah, you see this strange creature of some sort of rot and mold appear before you and just kind of generally shamble towards your direction, saying,
I need to roll to find out what that means.
Cool. Roll academics, of which you
Communication for me.
to decipher an ancient language.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I just what the spookies say.
It would be academics, but I'll let you use contact for it.
You know, it sounds a little bit like Rohan when he was first learning to talk.
Babies do sound like demons, don't they?
Sometimes. Mind you.
Contact. You get
Out
two
of
scabbies
character
active.
comment, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was started in the 80s, in the very early 80s, and in part 4, 5, there is a character named Rohan, and he writes manga.
We love that.
That's
Alright.
exciting.
We're able to contact the entity, and Donna lets the group know that basically it's just saying it wants it. What is it? Let's see. Can't quite understand that. Oh, he wants his well left behind the journal. This boy seems tied to the earth because he left behind a journal with particularly sensitive information in his apartment.
Oh, honey, which one's your apartment? We can just go get that for you.
It says.
I don't speak baby.
It's in the apartment we're in currently. We just have to go up.
You're in the basement.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
there-
basement isn't an apartment, honey. I don't know what kind of places you've been living in, but
Well, it's in the
216B.
Huh?
216B.
Exactly. 216B.
I guess we should go
Ella
find
just
it.
walks up to the terrifying creature and says, "It's okay, we're gonna help you out," and just like taps him on the shoulder in a very motherly, affectionate way.
He sweetly back to you.
That's right, honey. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
You know what, this guy? He looks like a winner. How would you like to be the next CEO of Chevrolet? I have like 3 car companies I'm in charge of right now. I need to pawn off one.
Jack, you know, since you're so lucky, I need you to go upstairs and I need you to look for that journal.
Oh, sure thing. I'll pop right on up. There's not a ladder.
I
think
reaches into her bag.
and I'm gonna roll a technology roll real quick.
Wait, how did we get down here?
Slid down a tunnel that was underneath the floorboards.
All right.
Struggle to climb your way up.
Okie dokie. So I got a 5, so I can describe what happens when I only get 1 dice. I pull out an extendable ladder that I just affix to the wall. And like, okie dokie, I'm going right back on up. Bye bye.
Oh, my
Great.
God.
I'll just hang down here with Mr. E.
Glad we could have this adventure.
Oh, me too. Me too. Now, tell me, honey, are you the only one haunting this apartment? Like, were the weird lights, was that all you? It's okay, you can speak up.
Okay, real quick, thank you for joining.
I have to say it's through my own
Oh my God.
activities. I've only
I love that.
seemed to.
Thank you for joining. We are doing an SCP themed one shot. It's not a one shot. We will be doing it periodically every single week. It's not D&D. I'm not sure what system this is that we're using, but it runs purely on D6s from what I'm gathering. So yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah. So wait, you said you are a zombie, right?
Yes, ma'am, I believe so, though it seems to have alternated between physical and apparitional appearances.
Excellent. And your journal is, what is it supposed to do?
The journal, what was that about it?
Well, yeah, you said we just sent Jack up to get it. So, is it supposed to do something? Is it supposed to help you? Does it have the name of a lady that you need us to pass something on to?
No, it's just all the passwords to my porn subscriptions.
Oh.
It's very unfortunate. I wasn't able to delete them all before I passed, unfortunately, of assassination.
I mean, you're undead though, right?
I think so, as he says, as a piece of his elbow falls off of his arm. I believe. Possibly. It may have occurred that I've died.
So would it even do you any good at this point?
I mean, it would save me a lot of post-embarrassment and possibly allow me to not be a zombie anymore. I'm not quite sure about the whole rules of this afterlife thing. I just know that I died, and I was very anxious about it at that point, and it seems to have caused a bit of trouble.
Right. Okay. So, I'm gonna check on Jack. But you're the only one down here.
Oh, yes. I should warn you, the book does have a powerful narcotic sprinkled all over it, so he is going to be quite a treat when he opens that.
Oh, good. Yeah, he'll be fine. He's pretty lucky.
We'll see about that, I suppose. And then he just goes papaing off into the distance.
Well, I guess that could have gone worse.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mind talking to weird zombie things, but he says he's the only one down here.
Let's hope that's true.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, I just heard something from Kayleen. What was that? My players, friends, Roman countrymen, what happened?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Sorry, I just popped off for a second to hear something from Kayleen.
Oh, okay. I can't hear anything from Kayleen.
Oh yeah, we were whispering.
Okay.
What were you and what were Danny and you, Becky, saying?
Oh, we were just saying, well, he says he's the only one down here. And Danny said, I hope so.
That is fair. That is fair. As he kind of paws away, Damien, you've noticed that Donna has been a little bit of a bit of a trance, like you usually do. As you look over at your sister.
All right then. I guess there's more. I don't know anymore.
Wait, where?
I rolled a 5 to communicate with the communicate exactly what was going on as far as the situation. It seems that this spirit here is connected to the diary somehow. There's something about the diary having trapped the souls of its owners until a new person picks it up.
Oh boy.
Well, that's
won't let
just
that
fucking
person's
great.
So we should probably go talk to our lucky man upstairs and let him know.
Nah, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
Eleanor
I say we leave
upstairs.
him. Or not.
At this moment,
Eleanor rushes upstairs.
at this moment, Jack is gonna take a confessional. Goes like, this is not gonna be good when they saw what I did.
Oh,
Oh no.
She puts on her cleaning gloves, which she also carries around with her in her bag.
Naturally.
As you crawl upstairs, Eleanor, you see in front of you Jack standing there with his hands outstretched. He says, "First of all, I was minding my own business."
Bullshit!
Is he fully clothed?
He is.
Okay.
For now. Well, wait, shit. Roll an academics roll. Roll 3d6. Is he fully clothed?
Let's find out.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that he went on a walk.
The Alucard OVA. I'm so glad you recognized that line.
That's
It
why
was a
that's
3.
why I responded with bullshit, because that is literally Integra's response.
I
Is to yell
was!
bullshit.
I was in my room chilling like a boss when suddenly these guys come in and say, "Put your hands up," and I said, "I'm not your mother last night," and they took offense to that. So anyway, I left all but one of them dead. What happens to the last one? Sound like a bitch.
You what?
Hey guys, how's your health plan? Apparently it's great!
There's an anime called Alucard, and there's also an abridged version of it made by a
The
group of
anime
people
is
on
called
YouTube, and it's
Helsing
called
Ultimate.
Helsing Ultimate, the
Alucard
main
is a
character's called Alucard.
character.
I forgot, Danny. Don't be ashamed of me.
Okay, so
about
my favorite line in Hellsing Ultimate is literally, I keep thinking it is from the abridged. No, it's from the real anime.
I mean, bitches love cannons is the great one.
bitches love Ken.
Oh my gosh. It's just if if I could find a proper gif of it, I would, but there's not a proper gif of it, which sucks. But it's Jan Valentine shooting a bunch of people, and he goes up, up, down, down, left, right, bring in the motherfucking death by Konami. And I always think it's abridged. It is not the abridged. That is from the actual fucking anime episode. But every time.
Dear God, that's so blurst. As you all hear out, who rolled a what? For Becky, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Not great. The GM decides your fate, but you may be given a chance to suggest a single positive, albeit minor, effect.
All right, so tell me what happens, and I'll tell you the positive.
Jack is wearing his bow tie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jack is wearing only his bow tie.
Yep, kind of gathered that.
What's the minor positive to the situation? Is the placement of the bow tie where it is?
It's definitely the placement of the bow tie and the fact that the rest of him looks pretty good.
As you all see, additionally, the roof is gone, as well as the walls, and he's like, I didn't do any of this. I'm just gonna say. It just kind of happened while y'all were down there. I don't know what that is either. And he points up to the sky and just sees a whirling, like, orb of orange and black collecting where the sun's supposed to be. Like, I think we have to do something regarding that. In the meantime, while y'all were down there, I didn't really think the book was cool to touch myself, so I just had that lady who lives here touch it. She is speaking oil in the other room.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. She just kind of started going blah, 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 blah. And then, like, a bunch of black stuff came out of her mouth. I just came over here to wait for y'all to get here because I figured we could do a group effort on it, you know?
Right. What
I
happened
hate
to your
everything
clothes?
about this.
Yeah, so funny story about that. I don't know. But I believe I'm still filling out the company dress code, so I don't think HR has to hear about this just yet, guys.
You know that I'll have to tell somebody about this.
And you know that the Foundation does not care about sexual harassment. All right, let's go contain it. Let's go contain it.
Eleanor starts breathing very deeply and trying to control her pregnancy hormones, which are suddenly screaming for something else other than action. All right, so somebody else should go first while I kind of deal with this. You guys do you. I'll be up in a second.
Yeah, so y'all seeing like a few feet away from you, you just see like this lady that you were just talking to before you went into, who had the apartment with the perfume, holding this book, looking up towards the sky, black liquid draining out of her eyes and mouth onto the ground as she speaks in some sort of backwards Latin. And Jack says, I think she might be a little bit anomalous, guys. I'm just gonna say, don't want to start any rumors, but
I
in my
already
expert
don't think
opinion.
we get paid enough for this.
Oh, we certainly don't.
Donna speaks up.
Wait,
Listen, Jack. We just found out from that fellow downstairs that it seems the diary is the anomalous entity, and it enslaves the soul of whoever touches it.
Oh, lucky I didn't touch it.
I wish
Yes.
you had.
Well, this woman here seems to be affected by it.
No, sucks to suck, right?
So, are we bringing her with us to the Foundation?
Well, I mean, that depends on how quickly we can stop whatever the heck's going on in the sky with that whole gathering orange and black blob. Probably has to do something with her. I don't know if we punch her, if we try to take the book away and put it in some sort of magic briefcase or whatever. I mean, at this point, anything might work, really. I just don't want to be the first to try, to be honest.
I think you should be the first to try it.
I mean, I was the first to say that someone else would touch the book, and, that was my idea. Let's cycle around the rest of the group.
Or
we'll go back to me,
we can try and make
You need the diary?
Yes. No, you said there was an orb up in the sky.
Oh, yeah, there's a glowing, coalescing, massive orange and black energy in the sky. Yeah.
Well, let's try to make contact with the diary first.
Okay, roll a academics or contact check, depending on what you're better at.
Damien, you roll your academics, right?
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
4.
Gotcha. We're gonna use Donna's 6 with contacting through the book. What does she get?
It seems that this diary, it just wants to be with other books. It wants to belong on a bookshelf somewhere.
Yeah, that's fair.
You see, as you're talking, a bunch of buildings in the distance begin to disintegrate. Out of them, several library books worth rising out from the public schools. The 3 books that have been placed amongst the public schools in this county of Florida go rising towards the orange and black hole in the sky, and just says, "Knowledge, compromise."
What are we supposed to do with that? Like, what the fuck?
Eleanor would like a confessional right now.
Yes.
All right, so I know the world was falling apart, and this was the last time on Earth for it. I also want to say that I am very happily married. Very happily married. Frank and I have 4, almost 5 beautiful children. And yet, in that moment, I don't know if it was the spirit or the pregnancy hormones, but all I could look at was Jack. And y'all, I was having some very undue about him.
You know, guys, I think there's one possible way.
I think he definitely knew.
Just one maybe way that we can get a hold of this book and safely take care of it once and for all.
Where are you in?
What do you think?
I propose
I already hate it.
the ultimate sacrifice. I will give up everything.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Why do
No. Fucking
the
do
8
a
hours that I've known you have been the
backflip.
best 8 hours of my life?
Hey, yeah, I'm. You know,
No?
this is
Clyde,
how.
he grabs you by the cheeks and he kisses you directly on the face.
Me?
No, Clyde.
Oh, Clyde.
Yeah.
Hey,
While he is
Fucking
doing
do
that,
a
Eleanor
backflip.
wants to grab the book in her gloved hands.
Yeah, cool. Roll a let's see, roll a athletics check to try to wrestle the book away from the gal holding it. So you have a 1d6 right now.
Oh, you betcha. And I do want to say that he is distracted right now.
2.
If there was some sort of advantage, I should get it.
Just a d6, unfortunately, Becky.
I know. Dumb.
What do you roll?
It's a 4.
Mostly positive, but somewhat humorous or negative effect with it as well.
Okay, so I'll say the positive, and you can tell me the humorous effect. It
Okay.
could be slightly negative.
Okay.
So I do manage to grapple the book away from him and get, a good, tushy squeeze in there too.
Wait, from the random girl holding the book?
Oh, no. No. Oh, I thought you had the book. My
Okay.
bad.
The situation as it exists, a random woman that owned the apartment,
Okay.
Jack convinced to pick up the book. He is standing there in his bow tie in a very fortunate placement on his own accords, we believe.
Okay.
He is now making goodbye, saying he'll make the ultimate sacrifice, implying that he's about to do something.
Perfect. All right,
With
so never mind.
information and recontextualization in mind, are you, while he is about to describe what he's about to do, trying to steal his thunder?
Yes, 100%.
That's fair.
100%. So I do grab the book. You get to decide the unfortunate or funny part.
The unfortunate part is that you have to use Jack's bow tie to hold on to it.
I'm already wearing my kitchen gloves, but okay.
There's an extra bit of dexterity needed with the use of strings.
I dexterously grab the bow tie
I hate it, thanks.
and wrap it around the diary.
Well,
Clyde would like to use the confessional.
yes.
This very intense moment was going on of us saving the world, but I just really wasn't expecting our lucky friend here to be just sporting a huge one just right now.
I hate
No,
everything
no, to
about
be honest,
this.
there's something, just something about books and knowledge that makes me so patriotic.
Can we leave yet?
I think that's the word for it, right? That's what they taught me in biology, right?
Yes.
Patriotic, no, erect. Yeah, that's the different. Yeah, erect.
God,
God bless America.
Eleanor just can't stop staring.
God bless Florida.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving the area.
Davey's been actively like, why the fuck are we here since the beginning?
Donna has her arms crossed and is standing in the corner in a very upset position. She's very clearly pissed off.
I just want to say, I did nothing and we won. That's it. That is my presidency speech.
Donna wants to make a confessional.
Perfect.
Sure, yeah. Free immediate commentary moment. Yeah.
Well, it seems we bested this diary of sorts, but Jack had no idea what was going to happen with Eleanor. Her pregnancy brain got way out of control.
I'm
Well,
leaving.
you know, I may just be standing here as
Clyde leaves. Clyde leaves. Clyde leaves. Clyde
Damien
leaves. He
has been
sees what's
walking
happening.
away for like 2 minutes already.
Why
He's
did I
left the
chase
building.
Eleanor tosses the diary
It's
towards
just,
Belladonna.
it's just Donna and Eleanor and Jack.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it's just Eleanor and Jack.
Uh-huh. Yes, it
I
is.
know how to fly this jet thing.
No, I'm out of here.
When it is just Eleanor and Jack, it's over. She can't keep her hands off of him.
Gross.
What's Jack gonna do?
She just whispers, "Don't tell Frank, okay?"
Gotta be honest, it's been most how our relationship started and ended.
All right. It happens, and Eleanor hates herself the whole time, but can't help herself either.
Jack has no idea what to feel.
This is a wonderful time. I'm so glad I joined.
Oh, well, Eleanor sits up. Well, what?
Jack returns first, 30 minutes ahead of Eleanor.
Yep, that's about accurate.
He says, I don't want to say that I left her on the roof and took her bra. But all I'm saying is, guess who has tickets to Hooters tonight?
Eleanor makes her way.
I hate everything about this.
30 minutes later, Eleanor makes her way out of the house. She's looking pristine. Although, is walking out with her arms, like, across her chest. As if she is angry, but you kind of get the feeling she's just trying to cover up something. Like, she's missing a bra.
I hate everything about this.
Clyde unfortunately knows just exactly what happened and is, like, dry heaving in the corner.
Fair.
I wish I could be the unseer at this point.
Yes.
If Eleanor had any more sense, she would be too. So about that book.
Yeah, that book. What
Yeah,
happened?
who has the book?
I grabbed it on the way out.
Donna has it.
Ah,
I was wearing gloves, of course.
gotcha. Yes, makes sense. Good to know that you're not a knowledge-seeking harbinger of destruction, as most feminist movements are.
Well, I never claimed to be a feminist. I don't particularly align with any political party, but I do believe women can work well with men.
Yes, I believe they make excellent cooked cleaners. I mean, just the best you've ever seen.
Clyde, I want to say, never mind.
Yes, please.
I want to do something, but I can't because I don't have any.
Please
don't
call
have-
this asshole.
Clyde walks up to this
Can we
left.
get a group athletics check against Jack?
Yeah, can we all roll athletics and just
For
beat the shit out of him?
Do it. Let's see. Yeah, Donna, it's your athletics.
Could I like say then using
For a second.
could I use my clairvoyance to tell him that he better watch out for the oncoming fists of fury?
So, are you using a cool and enhanced contact roll to like threaten him?
Basically, yes.
Okay, so roll 4d6 and take the highest result.
That's a 5.
Describe the result.
5.
What happens? You're in full control.
Well, I think this is actually how he says it. He pulls him aside. He's like, "Hey, I want to give you a reading. You've been so lucky this far in your life. I just want to do a reading for you." And he like fumbles around with some like ruins and like all the like tarot cards, and then he says, "Ah, yes, that's exactly what I thought. You're a dick, and you better watch out." And then I just kind of like called over my friends to help beat the shit out of him.
I rolled a 5 to punch him.
You rolled a 5.
Yep.
Okay, any other rolls?
I have a 0 in athletics right now, so no.
So
I give them advantage. I feel like I give everyone just like one one athletics dice with my amazing
That amazing read.
setup.
Eltiel and sorry, not Eltiel.
Eltiel.
Dan and Laura.
Eltiel's here.
Dan and Aileen. You did?
Yes.
I got a 6.
So ironically enough, that is going to bring us to the amount of points we need to complete the mission. So as you complete the mission by beating Jack ass, what do you do together as siblings?
We beat his ass, and then we put the book into containment, which is a cell with a single bookshelf full of many popular best-selling novels and the diary.
And
Can it be
file a
popular
complaint
best-selling
on-
novels and then the physical copies of Homestuck?
Jesus fucking Christ, that needs to be in a fucking
And then we
SCP containment.
got
Physical copies of Homestuck are cursed. I'm just saying.
Can I
Why pay $60 for something you can read for free online?
As you beat Jack up, you kick the shit out of him.
And
You get
then
the book into
I want to
containment.
lock him up. I want to lock him up in a special containment and with like a warning that says
We're
"Do
all
not
so
listen to him."
done with
Wear headphones when near him.
Yeah, Jack just looks at you, well, like, I mean, after that third microcoma, you know, in these past 2 days, it has been a little exhausting. I could use a little bit of a break, but I'm going to let you be honest, Clyde. I've walked out of here several times before after they put me in the most secure facilities. I don't think walls can stop me at this point. Anyway, I think it's time that I actually came out of here instead of sending my drone to do things. Bye-bye! And then you see smoke erupts from his whole body and he disappears into a cloud of metal.
I
of
hate
metal.
it.
You know that's probably why I couldn't see what was happening with him.
You see from a nearby janitorial door, another Jack walks out.
I hate
Hello.
it.
Dear God.
Anyway, what do y'all do? I don't know. I've been in the back room doing tons of cocaine, but I hope the mission went well. I think I did really great as my first time as leader, sending a whole robot to do it for me.
I'm sorry, what?
Are you as sexist as the
God,
robot?
you know?
Are you as sexist as the robot?
What you're saying is,
And Clyde does a confessional.
I did.
I mean, I don't know what this Ella did, but I'm just saying that the robot seems to have lost a lot of liquids, and I don't know how that's supposed to be possible through standard programming.
You know, I think it'd be better if we show you. Let me give you.
Shut the fuck up.
let me tell you what happened. We beat the shit out of the robot.
Super beat
He's
the
awful.
shit out of it. It was great.
Like super beat the shit out of him.
Gotcha. Yeah, that may have been the I accidentally included our 50s protocol in there.
Oh,
Yeah, no, this is the 80s now. Yeah. Sure, yeah, he had a little bit too many dishwasher, lines instead of references to Star Wars, but it happens. Technological mix-ups and all.
you're not like as sexist as he is, or are you?
Oh dear God, no. I actually cannot notice the difference between any gender, race, or creed. I honestly don't really know the difference between philosophy and a gender identity or culture. I think they're all the same thing, really. I just know I'm Jack, so that's the useful thing.
I like this. I like this one already. Let's go. Let's ride into the sunset together.
So we are like an hour too early of when we were supposed to end, but if y'all want to end off the session here, that's totally fine as well.
Sure.
I'm fine with
Should we
whatever.
roll out the post session rewards?
Yeah, so with the 15 franchise dice and y'all having not used once any of your cards, I imagine that you immediately pour into healing all of your, stressness.
Obviously.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Although I was
Yep.
never stressed.
Oh yeah.
I knew this was all gonna happen.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you have 12 franchise dice to invest either in the your cool agents or your just your resources.
Okay. So I think we start with the well, we've healed all of our stresses. How many dice did that take? Or is
So
it
that's
not
8 out of your 20, so you have 12 left.
8 out of the 20, so we have 12 left. Okay. So, we could
You have
dump a
3 in
few
each
into
card,
cool
and then you
dice.
have 1 in the bank.
Oh, we could dump a few into cool dice, but let's put a few more in the bank.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, if that's what you guys think.
I'd put a few more in the bank and then maybe add a few more to each of our cards.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say you distribute them equally between all of them.
Yeah. I like it.
So there's not any cool dice for individuals. You get cool dice when you roll 6 on stress checks. For the franchise, cool dice get replenished to your weird agents. So Clyde and Jack, if they use any, but they didn't use any cool dice to make any checks happen. I think they probably used 1. So like there will be 1 that Clyde used to replenish his 1 seer dice.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I had a great time with this session.
It was
This was
absolutely
fucking-
ridiculous.
I hope, Danny, that you had a better time than Damien did.
Besides the mass amount of uncomfort I felt, yeah.
I mean,
I'm
honestly,
sorry
Played that character too
about
good.
the pregnancy hormones and what they caused.
I'm also
Hey,
like
I mean, you only
extremely
slept- you only
ace, and
slept
it
with a
just
robot.
uncomfort.
I mean, you only slept with the robot, Becky.
I mean, yeah.
It's true. This is just a robot.
Frank can't complain about that.
Can't. It's
Yeah,
like it's like
exactly.
using toys.
I mean, it's like there was no emotional aspect.
Exactly.
I mean, how could you emotionally connect to Jack Walsh?
You
I
can't.
fucking forgot
Yeah.
that's what you named him.
I knew it.
I mean, he's more of a concept. He's
I
not
s-
nearly as sexist as the bot that you met of him.
I mean, that's good. That's good.
I still want to know how much of a paradox just the combination of both of the
Well, you
anomalous.
see the hard,
Oh.
wide future, and then he has luck that it can influence any moment.
Yeah, I think I really think Clyde
he
just
got
saw
an aneurysm.
nothing.
I think
Every
he got an aneurysm.
every time Clyde looked at Jack and tried to read his
Every
future,
time you look at
it hurt.
Jack, you just see a young version of yourself crying.
That's fair.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. Just saying why. Why?
Why am I God? And that's it.
Why am I God?
Oh my god.
About right.
I had a great time tonight, guys. I'm super looking forward to tomorrow night when we resume our roles. It's Throg, Elteal, Lorax, Todd, all thems.
All I can say is, while I am gone, please, just have Elteal and Derek see each other again. That's all he wants.
It shall be so.
Yay.
I mean, how intense is their seeing of each other going to be, though?
That's a good question.
Maybe you should be there
Maybe
for that
I
one.
should be there.
You should probably be there.
We'll
We'll
save
say
it
that
for
you
next
certainly
week.
you got coffee and like caught up, chatted individually, but like the rest of the party hasn't seen him yet.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But yeah,
I'll see y'all. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow night, and perhaps another day we will also do another round of inspectors.
Heck
Hell
yes.
yeah.
Perhaps.
This is fun.
Just so you know,
Eleanor Fitzgerald must ride again.
yeah. So you know, for those of us who had weird characters, I will say there's like allowed 2 weird characters per session. It's supposed to only be 1. So I'll say that if you want to play Clyde again, you can. I was going to hang out Jack at least for this time. Maybe run a non-weird version of Jack, a non-lucky, or a possibly just a different character entirely. But yeah,
Unlucky Jack would just be like.
That's perfectly fine
regular
by me. To be perfectly fair, after all of this nonsense, Ella would probably put in for a transfer.
Oh, I think we
That's
all
fair.
would. I think they would.
Actively.
The
would
the
be
HR.
Definitely want a different
acknowledge your
team.
transfer.
The twins aren't going anywhere.
Denied. That's usually the answer. Is denied from any request to the SCP Foundation.
that's about right.
Request denied.
Damn.
That's about right.
But yeah,
Is there like a MIB mind wipe trick?
oh, there are amnestics. Yeah, you can request amnestics for like therapy.
Yeah, I
There
definitely
is
request
also
that.
an SCP you can go to that they use in the Foundation to wipe memory. So, you know.
Holy shit! There definitely is. You just walk over to. I cannot remember which
Yeah,
one it is, but
It is
Why-
an SCP they literally just keep at the Foundation. Like
Well,
it
it's
is
it's underwater
harmless.
and like
I
the
can't
ink
remember the name though.
erases your memories or something.
Something. I don't-
Perfect. Ella's
yeah.
gonna go do that before she does any more missions.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So they do have specific types of amnesia. Like you can basically request what type of service you'd like. Is it only the Jack part?
Yes.
Only the Jack.
It is
Yes.
everyone.
Everyone.
Jack.
Everyone in the
We
group
all want to
immediately
forget Jack.
forgets Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I feel like that would be a constant between these sessions. After everyone, they all immediately agreed to not remember Jack and whatever
Yeah, we
problem.
were like,
Yes.
whatever happened.
And then the next
That's the only way
next
this-
mission
I've
they're
ever Jack,
irritated
just
with him
around
all over again.
It's a constant cycle of being irritated by this fucking. It's our living hell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, how do y'all enjoy tonight's session as far as a bit more improv stuff and like being able to influence the story more?
It was fun.
I think I like it a lot more.
I definitely like this format.
It's really
Yeah, with the whole
fun.
confessional thing, as far as like able to influence what other characters do, is kind of a fun aspect.
Oh yeah. I have no idea if I'm going to use it at all, but it's fun.
It's such an interesting take that like you really can just say anything and it, so long as they like just yes and that shit. It's like
Yes, and
It
So
can
the
just
whole
go-
basis of it is
That's
that
the
we didn't know
whole
what
point.
before the game began, or when it
Love
began.
It's a big game of yes and.
I did not know that scene
It's all improv.
location would take up like 30 minutes of the session, in which I would make you all severely traumatized just by my paddling skills for fun.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, but real quick before y'all go, I was quickly curious as far as types of games you'd be interested in for the next main campaign. As far as what themes you think sound cool, like of the genres that I gave y'all last time. As far as the next basically B plot or main game, what do you think would be a cool game to plan?
I think,
we all
like,
know my favorite genre, so I'm not even gonna comment.
Space.
Space, okay.
Are we talking about the full next campaign or the next one shot? Because I'm all for lasers and feelings, man.
So Lasers and Feelings, the next one shot sounds awesome. Full next campaign is more so what I mean.
I want a Western.
Wait,
We all know my
could we look
favorite
into
genre.
Monsters of the Week? I fucking love that game.
That's always fun.
Monsters of the Week is like very interesting. I mean, it's just an idea, but like I like that.
Okay, so we have Western, we have space. What did you say, Danny?
We
all know
could
my
do a
favorite
space
genre.
Western.
Space Western, holy shit.
amazing!
We could
Yes,
do Cowboy
please!
Bebop or ridiculous like Space Dandy.
Okay,
I was thinking more Firefly, but sure.
I mean,
if y'all
Firefly
want to do a
is
space
a good
Western,
Cowboy
I can
Bebop.
totally prep a campaign for a space Western.
Space Western.
Space Westerns are fun times.
Okay, I'll run it by tomorrow when the rest of the group is together in the chat and see how they feel about it.
Look,
For sure.
I just
Western
want to do fun,
please.
spooky horror stupidness.
Well, you know, Danny, there can always be something spoopy on any weird planet you go to with a rescue signal but no seemingly inhabited people.
Well, yeah. My whole thought process right now is because okay, so hold on, real quick, real excited. Little side note. The director for The Evil Within 2 is working on a new project. That's all the information. That's it.
I mean, that's good enough.
You
So
know,
quickly,
'cause that game had theories. Anyway, not the time.
very good. If anyone knows of any game systems that would be kind of fitting for a space western or just space type of game, let me know. Hit me up.
I think
Becky, I know
I
would probably be the
think
most versed in systems.
we should incorporate some fun cyberpunky elements into it.
I'm
that'd
here
be
for that.
fun.
I'm here for that so much. I'm here for that.
I
Cyberpunk Space Cowboys.
yeah.
Cyberspace Cowboys.
Space Cowboys. Holy fuck, that's so good.
I shoot my revolver at the firewall. I don't like how it's
But
looking
it's
at me
not
with
like
its force
actually a
appeal.
revolver. It's like a gun within a gun that like folds out, and you actually just have
Yeah.
really cool robotic prosthetics.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
This
stupid,
feels like
and
an
I love
episode of
it.
Doctor Who already.
Okay, it's totally. I do like the idea of Space Cowboy. Because I kind of wanted to do either Space or Cowboy, so Space Cowboy sounds great to me.
Fucking Space Cowboy sounds so good.
I mean,
Yeah, and also,
like,
as always, if any of y'all ever want to run a one shot, you are welcome to, and I would be willing to help y'all with that. But yeah, fun D&D stuff. I'll keep the Space Cowboy thing in mind. I'll mention it tomorrow's game. Great session tonight. It was fucking hilarious. Great job for Eleanor. Like I Jack Walsh was something I created today, so I'm so glad that it got. Well, actually, Kayleen helped me create Jack today, but I'm just so glad that it got. It was so fun that it was. I at least had fun with
you
it.
did a good job of annoying everybody.
Oh, I know in character that all of y'all hate him. I hope that you as people enjoyed the experience.
Yes.
Definitely an experience.
I hate that I hated him so much.
You hate to hate him because, like, I hate him and I hate that I hate him because it means I care.
Exactly. Because I really do care about him. When it comes down to it, I just really care about this sexist lucky bastard.
It's like, why does God love him so much?
Why does this man get all the figgy pudding?
And why is he so damn hot?
You know, it wasn't really like said, but Clyde definitely was also like checking him out because he was just like,
Right?
money.
Bow tie was
Because-
strategically placed.
Strategically placed bow tie. He has money.
Mm-hmm.
So obnoxious, like
He's
so well
really just
done,
the
so
lucky.
annoying.
I think right before him and Clyde parted ways, he would have put his finger up to Clyde's lips and said, "Shh, you don't have to say anything." And he would just reach into your mouth and pull out a $100 bill. I know what you mean.
Clyde would have like been very confused and oddly aroused.
That's fair. That's basically Eleanor's character through this whole thing tonight.
Oh my
I
god.
realized
This
that.
is how D&D romances should work.
Kind of. Very confused and oddly aroused the whole
Yeah.
time.
It's the story of my life.
That's how I feel whenever I look at Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh my god.
I think that's fair.
Aileen's looking at me so judgmentally.
Good.
I can
Something to do too.
feel the stares, and it's not even happening. I can't even see it.
You weren't even there when we all did a FaceTime call a few sessions ago, just randomly before the actual session where we're just looking at each other and talking.
Yes. We need
It's
to do that more
terrifying,
often. That is fun to do before sessions.
Honestly, if we could, it would be lovely to actually be able to do the session with being able to see each other's faces, because that puts so much more into the acting aspect of it.
Yes.
It's true. I would actually put on more of a caricature for Throg.
Also, I can show you stuff instead of saying as he puts his hands over his head or whatever.
I mean, it's not that hard. We could do it right now.
Oh.
Exactly,
Oh.
we could precisely. Precisely. It's
Oh, are we doing cameras?
we're all here.
And there it is.
We're all alive.
Hey, Kaden.
Hi, Kaden. Nice to see you.
Hey, Kaylene's here. Over there for me.
Kayleen, my love.
All right, guys. Well, I have a meeting with my boss first thing in the morning, so
Say hi
gotta
to
go.
Piper or Shanman or whoever dictator fascist they put in charge of Valley.
this one's Lesage.
Oh yeah, Lesage, he's nice. I forgot.
He is. We like Lesage.
He's Cajun, fun fact.
Fancy.
True.
Fun fact.
True fun fact.
I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a lovely evening. Kayleen
I
stays
will not
also
see
over
you
there.
guys tomorrow, but
I am.
Bye.
bye guys.
Bye. See ya.
Well, that is fun as always. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, for chilling, for relaxing, and for, you know, I don't really know how to describe what happened tonight, but this was a lot of fun, and I really hope we do continue with this one shot because it is so much fun, and I love it so very, very much already. So yeah, I will see you guys next time, probably on Wednesday. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later, and don't forget to get some rest, drink some water, and take care of yourself.